Congratulations, 102. You have made it one more week closer to the end of the semester, and so far, everybody has survived. For this week, you'll notice, in comparison to last week, there is a significant reduction in the amount of stuff coming your way, and that is fantastic news. For this particular session, you have two pieces. In my IT lab, you have Chapter 7, which has to do with networking. I have a bunch of supplementary videos for you down below this that should really help you get the most out of networking at your home. If you think about it now, more than ever, like right now, today, just in the lead up to doing this, I checked with my router to see how many devices I have actively on here. So my wife is home right now. I'm home right now. My little guy is right over here making a ton of noise that I'm hoping you guys don't hear. We have 25 devices on our network right now, like active. Alexa bulbs, Alexa lights. We've got a Mac here behind me. This is an iPad. My phone is down here. My little guy is maybe on an iPad. You get the idea. So whatever you can do to squeeze the most utility and the most safety out of your wireless devices is always, always in your best interest. Dovetailing with that, we also have PowerPoint. PowerPoint is one of those things where it is entirely misused by us as a business population. PowerPoint is not something that we should have the opportunity to hide behind when we are giving presentations. PowerPoint is actually supposed to be the thing that hides behind you during a presentation. So all of those things, you can see the supplementary materials that I have for you here below in Eagle. Also remember to go into my IT lab and complete the trainings there. Again, Chapter 7 and PowerPoint. Just as a heads up from here, there are 3 sessions after this one. What I wanted to do was right now to help dispel any, what do you want to call that, nervousness on behalf of anybody. There is no big final exam. We're going to treat the last week like we treat every week, and have our usual balance of materials for that. So that's something to look forward to there. While I'm talking about things to look forward to, number one, I actually have, we have a parallel channel to this one. So I don't know if you've noticed all this while, when you click on these, they are YouTube videos. You are part of a CIS102 playlist on YouTube. It's Wolf Teach Tech. That is me. We also have a second supplementary one that is our instructors here at Rock Valley. That is called rvccis.info. And I'm not here to like, hey, listen to my podcast or anything, but hey, listen to my podcast real quick. I will send out later on in this week links to, along with the PSA for, that's a public service announcement. The 2 episodes we did last week on what to expect when you're registering for and what to expect when attending classes in 2021. Spring 2021 is right around the corner. Please, please, please take this piece of advice here. That's going to be in the wrong place, but I cannot support this enough. Number one, you have to register early. It is in your best interest to do so. There is nothing worse for a student who, even here in your first or your second semester as you're taking CIS102, there's nothing worse than to say, yeah, I'm going to get in that class. I can drag my feet and sign up for it later, only to discover that either number one, it is full and you have to wait another year, or even potentially for some classes, 2 years. That pushes your graduation date off, and that is not okay. The other thing that can happen is if you wait too long, enrollment stays low. With low enrollment, we cut courses, which means that they will not run. And what I'm telling you again is nothing is worse than waiting 1 or 2 more years in some cases to have to take a course again. So please consider this week, if you haven't already done so, registering for classes because they've been open for a while. So what we're going to start seeing is some of these courses are going to start filling up, which means that you cannot take them. So that makes for an ultra mega video here, doesn't it? So for this week, PowerPoint and Chapter 7 in My IT Lab. Remember, while you're here in Eagle, to go back one more page up from here and take those quizzes. Most everybody is actually churning along with them, but by the end of this week, I'm going to start nudging at a couple of you to go ahead and take some more of those quizzes. And look for a public service announcement and a couple of links for what to look forward to in spring of 2021, because I just think that all the more information that you have is more helpful. So good luck, and you'll hear from me later on this week.